out my window, sun shining bright.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Reach as always. And man, we got a series, man. We got a series. People was writing the Miami Heat off after that first game, being down by as much as 21. But off from the jump, you could tell that this was a different game. This was going to be a different game completely. Miami really came out strong out the gate, firing on all cylinders. Max Strus, 12 points in the first quarter on 4 splashes. Insane after the way that he shot in the first game, 0 for 10. He really made it a point, and the Miami Heat really made it a point to get him going. The Denver Nuggets were just leaving him wide open at points in that first quarter, and he made them pay. He definitely made them pay. Like I said, firing off on all cylinders. They went up 21-10 early on in that first quarter, but Denver fought back, and they went on a 23-8 run to finish off that quarter and go up by as much as to go up by 4 heading into that second quarter. Nikola Jokic in that first quarter, really aggressive, trying to score the ball. Didn't take a shot at all in the first quarter of game 1. So this time around, dropping 11 in the first quarter, where Jamal Murray was struggling, Michael Porter was struggling to get it going. Jokic really, put the team on his back per usual, and really got these guys going. Got that run initiated, moving the ball pretty well. He had a beautiful touch pass to Aaron Gordon if the Aaron Gordon would have dunked that, bro, that would have been the sickest lob I've seen in so long, bro. Like, it wasn't even a lob. It was like a touch pass that Aaron Gordon just decided to catch in the air, and he damn near reverse dunked it. So this was a great game for both teams, in my opinion, even though the Denver Nuggets ultimately lost this game. There were points throughout this game where they were up by 10, 11 points, 12 points. I think the biggest lead that they had was a 15-point lead, but the Miami Heat, per usual, throughout this entire postseason, are going to fight their way back into this game, fight their way back into games. Even though game 1, they lost by double digits, they made it close, and they held their own. They held their own for sure. I think the biggest bright spot for the Miami Heat, Gabe Vincent, really impressive game, especially shooting the ball from deep, matching his production in game 1 where he hit 5 3-pointers, hit 4 in this game. 23 points to finish off the game. I think in the first half, he finished with 12. So finishing the game off with 23 points. This is just right up Gabe Vincent's alley. Really making it tough, and making the defense respect his shot. Guys like Jamal Murray couldn't get it going due to the defense of the Miami Heat, but guys like Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson in that fourth quarter, dropping 10 points. Dude went on an 8-1 run all on his own to start the quarter and take the lead. It was an amazing game, bro, all around. Robinson looks very comfortable putting the ball on the floor and getting to the rim, where in previous seasons he was just a spot-up shooter, come off the pick and roll and shoot the ball and knock it down. That's not the case anymore. He's really looking comfortable putting the ball on the floor. And if the Heat get Tyler Hero back in game 3 like they say he should be, I don't know, man. The Denver Nuggets got a lot to prepare for, especially a guy that we haven't seen since game 1 of the NBA of the playoffs. So this is going to get even more interesting, man. For the Denver Nuggets, though, guys like Christian Brown, Jeff Green off that bench, even Bruce Brown, all those guys in the first half combined for 20 points. That was 4 times as much as the Miami Heat's bench scored in the first half. But to finish off the game, the Miami Heat's bench, I think, so Kyle Lowry had 7, I want to say. Duncan Robinson's 10. 9 points. I got 9. There was a total of like 25 to 26 bench points for Miami Heat. Huge production off that bench. Even though nobody had a crazy game, you saw guys like Duncan Robinson score 10 straight points on his own for the team. 8 points, and then get another basket. Even he got an and one that he just didn't make the free throw. But guys coming off the bench and providing scoring. If Tyler Hero is reinserted into the lineup, he should come, in my opinion, he should come off the bench, and that would just provide even more of a scoring punch. We know what Tyler Hero can do, a 15 to 20 point per score game. A 15 to 20 point score per game. and he can even go off for 30 if he needs to. Tyler Hero is that integral to this Miami Heat offense. Obviously, they haven't needed him because they are where they are right now. They stole a game in Denver. The only team to do that this entire postseason. Denver was undefeated at home going into this series, even after game one, obviously. And the Miami Heat really came out and let them know that they weren't about to lay down and roll over. I said that in my last video, the Miami Heat are not a team that is just going to lay down and allow you to just walk all over them. And we saw that in this game. Bam Adebayo impressed the hell out of me, bro, in this game. I know what he's able to do. I know what he's capable of. I know who Bam Adebayo is. But when I was just watching the way that he was able to pick apart the offense, the Denver Nuggets defense with his passing ability, yeah, he didn't end up with a crazy assist number. I think he only had 5 or 6, if that. But the way that he was controlling that offense in the fourth quarter really set the tone for the rest of the game, for the rest of that quarter. Especially, they did all that. They went on that run without Jimmy Butler. They took the lead where they were down 8 going into the fourth quarter. Duncan Robinson comes out, scored 8 points on his own. And then they go up 85-83, and from there they didn't look back. Like it was looking like the Miami Heat of old, like the last series against the Boston Celtics. And the Denver Nuggets, for the first time all playoffs, looked like they didn't have an answer. They did it. Jamal Murray struggling. He had 10 points entering the fourth quarter, ended up with just 18. It was expected to happen. He's been so hot, averaging 28 per game for this playoffs, and in the last series he averaged I think over 30 points per game. So it was to be expected him to have an off night per se, but like I said, guys like Christian Brown, Jeff Green, Bruce Brown off that bench really stepped up. I'm really impressed with the way that Christian Brown is able to hold his own out there, especially on the defensive end. Dude was just all over the place. His energy was infectious in that first half. The Denver Nuggets in that second quarter really blew up the game off of Miami Heat turnovers. Their defense was, like I said, just all over the place, especially with the addition of Chris Brown into that lineup. They didn't need a Jimmy Butler game. I thought that they would have to have a game where Jimmy Butler's going off for 30, maybe even 40 points for them to even steal one on the road. That wasn't the case. Gabe Vincent gave you 23. Bam Adebayo gave you 21. Jimmy Butler also gave you 21, and then the bench supplying another 26 points. That's 100 points right there. So they didn't need Jimmy Butler to really take off like he did in that first series against the Milwaukee Bucks or against the New York Knicks, where he was having solid flashes, solid games scoring. They didn't need it. Bam Adebayo was really controlling that offense. I love the way that Gabe Vincent was operating on the offensive end as well, looking really smooth and comfortable out there, man. It's a series, man. I can't wait till Thursday. Game 3 is in Miami. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, bro. The first NBA Finals game in Miami since LeBron James was in that organization. So it's something that they've been waiting on, obviously. Thank God for Dwayne Wade putting Jimmy Butler on. Thank God for J. Cole putting on Caleb Martin to the Miami Heat. Like, these guys, and then the undrafted players just in general for the Miami Heat. Like, I know they've been saying that the entire postseason. I'm tired of hearing about it, but you got to tip their hat off to the Miami Heat organization, the way that they are able to just find these diamonds in the rough. Haywood Highsmith, I know I didn't make a video for game 1, but Haywood Highsmith coming and give you 18 in the game 1 off the bench, unexpected. Obviously, he didn't do that in this game. They didn't need him to, really, but there's just another guy in their rotation that can just get it going if need be. And then also it's touching on game 1, the Denver Nuggets, they didn't have the same production from Michael Porter Jr. at all. He had a 14 point, 13 rebound double-double, ended with just 5 points in this game, 6 rebounds. And then that is a credit to Kevin Love being inserted into that starting lineup. He came away with 10 rebounds in this game. It's Kevin Love, bro. He's a rebounding machine. He was leading the league for years at one point with rebounding, especially on the offensive end. That dude is ridiculous, bro. The outlet passes, like no other we've ever seen. So it was really a great adjustment by Eric Spoelstra inserting Kevin Love into that lineup. just giving a different look out there to the Denver Nuggets, making them really have to, try to crash the glass. It was hard for Nikola Jokic to get it going on the rebounding end. First game, he ended with just 10. This game, he only had 11, where we know he can go and get you 20, 15, 20. I think he was averaging 13 coming into the series. So just the rebounding, able to control or match the rebounding energy for the Miami Heat, adding Kevin Love, that was very, very much needed in this game. And then Caleb Martin, I guess he had some sort of illness, so that's why he hasn't been performing how he was last series or even the series before that. But he's due for a game. Max Strus going 0 for 10 in game 1, come out and firing off like the way he did in this game. These guys are due for a game. So I'm not really concerned with the way that Caleb Martin has been playing the past couple games. Obviously, he's not in the starting rotation anymore, but he can get it going. If you get Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson, Kyle Lowry all off your bench, bro, the Denver Nuggets have a lot to worry about. Where their majority of their bench scoring comes from guys like Bruce Brown or Jeff Green, if he can. Jeff Green was averaging 4 points per game coming into the series. So it's not really likely that he'll have a game like he had last night. I know he only had like 9 points to finish off the game, but that's a lot for a guy like Jeff Green. He was getting to the free throw line 6 for 6 from the line. I think he may have finished 6 of 6 at one point. He was, but yeah, man, NBA Finals is crazy. The NBA is crazy as a whole, bro. Just 3 more wins for either one of these teams. Obviously, it's gonna go 6 games because that's just what it is. Thank you. We have a series. We have a series. I don't see the Miami Heat losing both games at home, so that's why I said it's gonna go at least 6 games. The Miami Heat are not a team that relinquishes. They don't just lay down, and they're not gonna just give it up at home. So I'll see y'all game 3, man. I got work, so I know this video was jumbled and all over the place. When I don't do these videos for a while, bro, or when I don't, like I take a couple days off from doing videos, coming back, I am a little rusty, but I promise y'all, if y'all just stick with me, I will be great one of these days. I will be great. But I appreciate y'all. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment, and I will see y'all in a couple days. Peace.